Hey guys, it's Sam with 2M's and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. Ooh, happy Monday afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all getting through those Monday blues. I don't worry about it. I also feel you, but we're here to spread some good vibes to start off our week, even though Monday's coming to an end. I know you guys are excited, but I'm excited to be here with all of you because in just a bit I'll be having a very special guest who will be joining me, and she is an incredibly talented singer-songwriter who had a couple of very exciting releases recently. So she just came out with a new single called Saya just recently, but also she released her EP Dreammaker also very recently. So I'm excited to talk to her about her music, life, and just everything that she has going on. So everyone, please welcome back to MYXclusive, Lian Kyla.
Yay!
Woo!
Woo! Hi, Sam. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for like giving me the energy also, Lee and Kyla. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us today. It's a Monday afternoon and medyo gloomy where I am, so we're all fighting those Monday
Chill ko
blues
talaga.
together.
Parang
Yeah, is
yeah.
it
Yeah.
gloomy there?
Ay, oo, yeah. I just checked now. I was
Oo.
like, oo nga, no. Medyo
'Di
umuulan na.
ba? 'Di
Oo.
ba? Medyo nakakatamad, on a Monday pa talaga, but we will get through it together, and I'm excited that you're
Mhm.
here back on
Me too.
MYXclusive. So, like I was saying kanina 'no, when we were talking, the last time you were here was with
Mhm.
DJ Ai, and it's been quite some time since then. So, kamusta ka naman since then? Anong bago sa'yo since that time? Wow.
Yeah. Wow, anong bago sa'kin? I feel like a lot has
Mm.
changed. Parang ang dami ko nang na-release
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
period of time. Because I think the time that I
Mm.
was talking to VG, I didn't have a lot of my own original music out. So
It
this
was
time
9 months
around,
ago.
yeah, it was 9
Mm.
months ago.
Mm.
So, I think that
Mm.
was the start of the or in the middle of the pandemic, 'di ba? So this
Yeah.
time naman, yeah, I just released my EP, which I fully composed, arranged, and produced myself. So that was sort of like a huge personal milestone.
Mhm, mhm.
And then also like yeah, the newest single Saya is out. And then aside from that, I think I've just been like playing games more. So I've been getting into a lot more
I love
gaming.
it.
I don't know if you're a gamer, but that's
Yeah.
been super fun. Yeah.
I'm a gamer sometimes, I guess when I want to be. You know what I mean? Parang when
Yeah,
you want to
casual
be. Yeah.
gamer. Parang
So what
hindi
yeah,
yung
yeah. Not naman like super like I want to be pro gamer level. May
mm.
mga iba kasi like when they play video games, especially during the quarantine, I feel like a lot of people found, solace in
Yeah.
gaming. So, ikaw ba, like what are the games that you play, especially recently?
So, I just got a new game. It's called A Short Hike. And
Oh
para siyang
wow.
ano, yeah, it's really nice. So you play
Mm-hmm.
you're a penguin bird. Parang a penguin,
Oh
I
cute.
think. But actually it might not be a penguin kasi this bird can fly. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
penguins don't fly. And then the objective of the game is basically you have to go to the top and then you have to solve puzzles. It's cute. It's really relaxing and you don't
Oh,
die,
that's so cute.
which is nice.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know
That
how
is
some
so cute.
games like
Mm.
Mobile
Mhm.
Legends ganyan, you
Mm,
die
mm,
a
mm.
lot, eh, medyo
All the
nakaka-stress
time.
yun. Mhm,
Oo.
mhm.
That's true. I think I saw a short hike. I think they have it on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. So I
I
think
think
I've seen
so.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it before. So that's cool. It sounds relaxing, but also challenging in a way
Yes.
that helps your brain,
Mhm,
especially
mhm.
now, keeps you occupied. Ganyan. So that's cool. Gaming has been a part of the things that you've been up to. But aside
Yeah.
from that, I'm sure music also no.
Mhm.
But how have you been these days? I know like everyone. I mean, that's such a hard question. I feel like to
Yeah.
answer. I feel like it varies, no, every day.
Mhm.
But for today, how are you feeling? In terms of just like everything that's going on.
I'm okay. I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been pretty busy the past couple of days. So today has
Mm-hmm.
been the day na parang, you can sit down and sort of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
rest and reflect
Mm-hmm.
and be like,
Mm-hmm.
recharge, I think today well,
Mm-hmm.
aside from this interview, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's sort of like a nice break from everything that's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
But also just like sometimes it's hard when you're doing a lot of things to be
Mm-hmm.
grateful and also to sort of take stock of what you're doing. So it's important to also just
Yeah.
like, you know, have a breather and be
Mm-mm.
like, it's been quite amazing. So should be
Yeah.
thankful for all the blessings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you mean, for sure.
Mm.
Being busy, sometimes very overwhelming talaga, no, na we
Mm.
do forget to be grateful, but at the end of the day, we really have to be grateful that we're busy now. It's like
Yeah.
a double-edged sword in that
Mhm.
sense. Na parang sometimes it's really like, oh my God, ang dami kong gagawin. But also at the same time, thank God na ang dami kong gagawin. So I love that,
Exactly.
I super feel you on that. And yeah, like you said, it's been very busy for you. You have a lot of releases, especially recently, which is always good. We're always here to take
Yeah.
it. We love new music. And you said, the last time you were on Mix, you didn't have much releases then, and now you
Mhm.
already released your EP, which you created by yourself too. So what would you say, or how would you say, you changed as an artist now, or how much have you
Mm.
grown as an artist in the span of the last 9 months since the last time you were here?
I feel like my growth 10x in a way, sort of.
10x. I love
Yeah,
that.
10x. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, if we're gonna do the video game thing, it's like I gain experience points, right? Or I have
XP. Let's
XP.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gained some XP by doing
Mm-mm.
like, little challenges and boss fights.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel you.
so
Mm-mm.
exactly. So I feel like
Mhm.
just I've been challenging myself the past couple of months to write more songs,
Mhm.
to learn more about music production, to write for
Mm.
other people also.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that has really just sort of like made me embrace music more because I feel like for a long time I was sort of resisting the artist music, putting out music kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I think it was only probably a couple of months ago where I was like, this is what I want to do. Let's just put
Mhm.
everything that we've got into it. Let's just do our best and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's what
Oh.
changed for me. So it's like sort of like an emotional shift,
Mhm.
and also just trying to get better at my craft. Yeah.
Mhm. No, I love that. Sometimes it's also hard because I'm sure you love music. It's a big part of your
Yeah.
life too. But also focusing on it, kind of like in the way that we
Mm-hmm.
focus on work, it can really change the way that you look at something. Diba? Especially when you work on it a lot. Especially, but I love to see na you've kind of really owned that already. I can imagine it's
Mm.
also quite an adjustment when you really try to zone in also and focus on this thing that you love to do, right? So how's that been
Yeah.
for you? Syempre, owning everything that, yes, this is me, artist me, Lian Kyla as the artist.
Yeah. It's
Mhm, mhm.
it's been I think it's been liberating. I suppose that's the
Yeah.
word. So
Mm-mm,
it
mhm.
feels like whenever you embrace a part of yourself that you've been fighting or denying or something
Yeah.
like that, and then you finally like take the time to be like, no, let's give this some love or like let's fully
Yeah.
step into it, like stepping into your power
Mhm,
or whatever. It just
mhm,
feels very freeing,
mhm,
and also scary at the same time. I
mhm.
mean, there are days when it's like, oh, is this the right thing to do? Mid-quarter life
Mhm.
crisis, those things na
Yeah.
parang,
I feel you.
diba? It's like, is this
Yeah.
career like right? Diba?
Yeah.
But then there are days where it's amazing and you get feedback from people who are like, oh, I love the song, it
Yeah.
really helped me, etc. And it feels
Mhm,
worth it. So it's
mhm,
really just that journey of like trying to continually embrace yourself. Well, embrace yourself.
mhm.
Yakap.
Yeah.
Yakapin ang sarili mo. Yun.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel like we're in the same I know also kind of mindset.
Mm.
Like it's really difficult to own certain parts of yourself. Sometimes
Yeah.
talaga, it's really hard. But
Mm-mm.
once you do get to do it, it's very freeing. It's very liberating, like you said. And it can open up so many different doors also for
Yeah,
you.
that's
Once you
true.
really embrace, that part of yourself. And I love can I just say I've been just wanting to say this kanina pa, but you have a very soothing voice.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
it's so wow. Like I was thinking about it, like wow, your voice is so soothing. It's just so perfect for this
Hi, Sam.
vibe right now, and it's so soothing, diba, guys, to everyone who's tuning in. So it's just, I mean, perfect that you became a singer also because you have such a soothing voice, yeah. And I'm so happy that you're here, obviously, to share your music with all of us, especially your EP, like you said a while ago, which you worked on talaga,
Mhm, mhm.
um, with everything that you have, no. So the EP is called Dreammaker, and before we talk more
Yes.
about the EP, I do want to know, why is it called Dreammaker? Like, what is Dreammaker to you?
So Dreammaker, it comes from the lyrics of the title track. And it goes something
Mm-hmm,
like, remember Dreammaker, it's okay to
mm-hmm.
breathe before the grind. And I think that lyric actually came from Moon River. So, in Moon River,
Oh.
there's
Mm-hmm.
ah Oh, Dreammaker,
Mhm.
you heartbreaker. Yeah, so I think
Mm.
subconsciously I use that term because the song is
Mhm.
all about kind of like somebody who goes after their dreams, but finds
Mhm.
that in the
Mhm.
process of going after their dreams, they kind of
Mhm.
burn out, they get tired, they
Yeah.
stumble, they fall, the
Mhm.
grind can get
Mhm.
tiring. So it's
Mhm.
sort of just a reminder to be like, okay, hinga, relax ka lang,
Mhm.
it's okay to be imperfect. So I
Mhm.
think that's what Dreammaker as an album means to me. It's sort of like
Mhm.
embracing the journey, celebrating where you are right now, and
Mhm.
also remembering that it's okay to take a pause.
Mhm. No, I
Yeah.
love that. No,
Mhm.
yeah, I feel like we're in the same stage of our life. Wow, no,
Oh,
but really,
really?
like
You
yeah,
also?
I feel like you know what I mean. Like we, especially nowadays, I feel like everyone glorifies the grind.
Mhm.
Like everyone has to work hard, hustle, and all that, which is really true. I mean, that's really
Mhm.
how life is. But we often forget, yeah, nah, in order to do the grind, you really have to
Yeah.
rest, take care of yourself, and all of that. And I feel like that's also something that we've all been trying to learn, especially in the
Mm.
last 2 years now that we've been in quarantine. We've
Yeah,
been trying to,
exactly.
really work hard and all of that. But it's rest is also a really big part of it. And I
Mhm.
love that this album has served as a reminder for you, but also the listeners now who get to listen to the music as well. So I do want to know, like, what was it like working on the album or the EP, especially with this in mind? Like, this is what you wanted for it, and how did it come
Mhm.
along for you creating everything on the EP?
Okay, so the EP actually started by me making a track live on Twitch. So it was like a
Oh,
3-hour live stream.
cool!
Yeah. So
Yeah.
aside from streaming Stardew Valley, I said
Yes, I
I'd
love Stardew Valley.
I know.
Mhm.
It's such a wonderful game.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
aside from streaming those things, I decided I would stream music production at the time. So, this was back in May. And I
Oh.
ended up finishing the second, wait a minute. Yes, the second track on the EP is called Flower Tea.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then I posted it on a website where people could use it for YouTube videos. You know, when they soundtrack, mga
Oh,
vlogs and things like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
And
use
then
those.
use those. Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
useful. So
Yeah,
it got
yeah.
picked up a lot of times, and I was like, "Hey, people really like
Mhm.
this sound. Why don't I experiment
Mhm.
and try making more lo-fi?"
Mhm.
So that's how it started,
Mhm.
and it was a 5-month process, I think. How would
Mhm.
I describe it? It was a lot of like back and forth between certain songs because for some songs
Mhm.
it would take a long time to make, but for others you could finish it in 3 hours. So it really
Mhm.
depended on the song, and I tried to give myself a lot of freedom to experiment and create because like one of the songs is orchestral. So it has like I
Mhm.
tried using sort of like sample instruments that you wouldn't normally
Yeah.
use, and others are
Mhm.
more lo-fi based. So I think it was really a process of like being
Mhm.
open to exploring new sounds and also
Mhm.
being open to having fun and just relaxing during the process because of course I say that it's for relaxation, but if I'm not relaxed and having fun while making it, then it's not
Yeah, it's
gonna
kind of
it's
ironic.
kind of yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, it's ironic. So it's just
Mhm.
like a fine balance of just relaxing and like
Mhm.
enjoying everything that I was making,
Mhm.
and at the same time trying to meet the deadlines that I had set for myself and being like, okay, this has to go out, it can't stay
Yeah.
on your hard drive and
Mhm.
expire and never be released. So it was
Mhm.
lots of learnings actually. Yeah, but
Yeah.
those are just some of the things that I learned along the way. Yeah.
No, yeah, when I was listening to it, I thought it was really cool how a lot of it was really like lo-fi based because I love
Yeah.
lo-fi.
Mhm.
Because it's just very relaxing, the type of thing you like to listen to at night when you have like dim lights on, like you're
Yeah,
just trying
yeah.
to find a vibe or catch a vibe, that type of beat, which I really think
Mhm.
was cool. And it's a little bit different from your previous releases. Then no, it's
Super.
very actually very different. Yeah, from what you've released in the past. So was there anything like about lo-fi that was you were drawn to, or like what really opened that kind of interest in lo-fi for you?
So I think it started last year when I started learning music production. So I
Yeah.
was like, I kind of want to explore this producer route. Let's see what
Mm-hmm,
happens.
mm-hmm,
Let's
mm-hmm,
let's make my own beats and whatever. It was
mm-hmm.
just really
Yeah.
from a play standpoint. You know, when you play, like when you're
Yeah.
a kid and you're playing with Legos or you're playing with clay, it was kind of like that. Like, hey, there's
Mm.
this interesting thing that people like listening to. Why don't I think I can
Yeah.
make that? Why don't we try making it? So it came
Mhm.
from that sort of like curious perspective. And
Mm.
I felt like it also matched my personality because I'm
Mhm.
kind of like a slow slow vibes kind of person. And I felt like if I
Yeah.
was gonna ever try making beats, then the first
Mhm.
thing that I could start with was lo-fi beats. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
parang I was like, okay, I think I think I can try doing this. This might be an easy
Mhm.
starter. Like if I
Mhm.
start trying to make trap beats or parang rap or hip hop, parang hindi ko ata siya style. So yun.
Oh my god.
So it's
Mhm.
really like an experiment. So if you remember yung scientific method in high school or something, where they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, parang this is your hypothesis, try it out,
Mhm.
ganyan. So it was really like that for me. It was kind of nerdy,
Mhm.
like, oh, what if I
Mhm.
try experimenting with all these sounds and make this beat
Mm.
and try doing this thing? So yeah,
Mhm.
but oh, sorry, just to add. So just
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I just discovered a lot of lo-fi playlists also during the pandemic because we
Oh,
needed
yeah.
a lot of like relaxing instrumental
Mhm.
music. And then I was
Mhm.
like, instead of using other people's, I should just make my own. So
Yeah.
that was the mindset
Mhm.
for making
No,
and choosing
yeah.
lo-fi. Mhm.
I mean, I love lo-fi. Like I said, it's amazing. Even I'm pretty sure you know that girl, like on YouTube,
Yeah,
like
lo-fi
that one
girl.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lo-fi girl,
The
an
headphones.
icon. Yeah, a definite icon. But I love that you said lo-fi was very you,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is really cool that you're able to express yourself then through beats and like
Oh,
music. As
thanks,
someone
Sam.
who cannot make beats,
Have you
that's
tried?
really cool. I actually have never tried. Maybe one day I will also have that spark of curiosity. Maybe one day,
Why
but
not?
it has not come yet. But I'm happy that it came to you, and it brought us, of course, your EP, Dreammaker, which I think is just such a cool way for you to express yourself, also as an artist, to show different
Yeah.
sides of you and what you can do, especially nowadays. You know what I mean? With music, it's
Mm.
very fluid. Like artists can do different kinds of music, and more often than not, people are very accepting also of the
Yeah.
kind of music that artists make. But for you, Lian Kyla, like, do you have a favorite off of that EP, or maybe a song that really stood out to you in terms of making it, or when you first like thought of the idea for it?
So it's definitely the fifth track in it's called in A
Mm-hmm.
minor. And
Ooh.
it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it's I think it's probably my favorite just because it sort of was like a problem child. It was like
Mm-hmm.
a problematic
Why?
child because I came up with the piano part. So I was playing on the piano, I
Yeah.
was making it, right? I was like, "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,"
Mm-hmm.
and then I couldn't think of like the B section. So you know how with songs with lyrics there's
Oh.
like verse 1, chorus, verse 2. But
Mm-hmm.
for this it was like I had the A section and I didn't know what to do with the
Mm-hmm.
B section because it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
something wasn't driving with it. So I left it for like 2 months or 3 months. And then
Mm-hmm.
I just let it sit there and then I had my friend listen to it and she misread the title. She was like, what's is that in A minor?" But it actually was in A minor because I was writing in the key of A minor. She's like,
Oh.
"Is that in A minor?" And then I was like, "I'm gonna make that the title of this track. Let's just make it a joke. Let's just make it a joke." So it's in A minor.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the track is so serious, so it kind of makes
Yeah.
it like take it less seriously. And then I sat down one
Mhm.
day, and then I was like, "Okay, you have to finish this. Like you can't
Mhm.
procrastinate on this anymore. Like it's not. Sometimes you just have to sit yourself down and make yourself
Oh,
do the work,
yeah.
right?" And you're just like,
Mm-mm.
you gotta do it, honey. Like it's not finishing itself, so you gotta make it
For
finish
sure.
itself. So, and it was funny because when I sat down, it
Mhm.
ended up becoming like 23 tracks. So if you've ever seen like a music production
Oh,
audio
yeah, like
workstation with all the
yeah,
instruments, yeah. So it ended up becoming
layers.
like layers, like 23
Mhm.
layers of different orchestral instruments. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put violin, I'm gonna put the timpani,
Wow.
I'm gonna put this, and then gonna put
Mhm.
these risers, and then I'm gonna put this
Mhm.
piano, and then there was all
Mhm.
this experimental stuff, and I'm gonna put horns and trumpets. So that's my favorite, just because it was. I think it's the representation of how curious and yeah, my brain can be. It's just like, let's
No,
try
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah.
that. At least you have that song to remind you of that time
Yeah.
in your life also. And I love the meaning of in a minor. I feel like I was like, is this Latin? Like when I saw it, I wanted to Google like what does it even mean? But now it's in A minor, so now it makes sense.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
sense. And I love that it's kind of funny also. So
Yeah.
I yeah, so it's a good memory for you also.
Mhm.
And now for me, now that I know it. So I love that. So, to everyone who's tuning in, if you haven't checked out Lian Kyla's EP, it's called Dreammaker. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. You guys can check that out. But it doesn't stop there because she just recently also released a new single, which is called Say Yes. So, could you tell us more about this song and what was it like creating it? I saw you actually created it a long time ago, or started creating it a
Yes.
long time ago. So,
Yeah.
how has it grown since then?
So I okay,
Mhm.
the backstory of the song is I was in a
Mhm.
ukulele shop in Cubao Expo,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
visiting a friend of mine. Her name's Chelly. So I don't know if you're familiar
Mhm.
with Chelly, the
Mhm.
singer-songwriter also. So
Mhm. Mhm.
she was working at the ukulele shop at the time pre-COVID. So this was mga
Yeah.
ano ba 'to? December? January ata? I think this was
Mhm.
January 2020. And then
Mhm.
I wanted to buy a ukulele. So I was like trying out
Yeah.
all these different kinds of ukulele, and then we were just like
Mhm.
playing around jamming. And then I came up with two chords as like D minor and F. And then I was like,
Mhm.
I really like this. I really vibe to this sound. And then I said,
Mhm.
"Hey, Chelly, can you add another chord? Can you give me another chord?" And she's like, "Just add a
Mhm.
G." So D minor, F, and G. And then we started
Yeah.
humming over it. And then I went home and I started writing lyrics to it. I was like, what's like what's a nice lyrics, or like what's a nice feeling or story to this song? And I decided I
Mhm.
had a crush on
Mhm.
somebody at the time. I was like, like I
Aw.
really like this person, ganyan.
Yeah.
So I tried to sort of like express my feelings through the song. So that's why it's called Saya, because it's sort of
Mhm.
like when you first realize that you like somebody, it's like
It's
a
the
mix of
best.
feelings, diba? Yeah. Sometimes like you're in
Yeah.
denial, or
Mhm.
you don't know what you're feeling and you're confused. So, but then the story is like, okay, you're confused, you're in denial, but then you realize that you actually like them, so you're happy because you like
Mhm.
them. So it's sort of like
Mhm.
having a happy crush on somebody.
Oh,
Um
yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then I ended
Mhm.
up finishing the song on the beach. So
Oh,
I handed
cute.
up yeah, so it was on the
Mhm.
ukulele pa then, and then I
Mhm.
handed it off to my producer, Sir Jonathan, and then
Mhm.
he actually made the arrangement and he presented it to me and he was like,
Mhm.
"Leon, what do you think about this?" And then it
Mhm.
was like a pop rock arrangement. And
Oh, yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
never imagined that it could be that way, but then I heard it, I was like,
Mhm.
"Hey, this is really cool." Like I think this
Yeah.
is a nice change of pace for my sound, because I've always sort of
Mhm.
been like slow, melodic, ballad type. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to
Uh-huh.
have like a pop rock anthem for a
Mhm.
change. So yeah, that was the progression of the song, and it's come quite a long way. And I'm just happy that people can enjoy it and be masaya
Yeah.
about it. Masaya
Yes, love
saya.
it. I love
Yes.
it. Yes, I saw what you did there. But no,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean it did go through a lot, no, from
Mm-hmm.
that time in the ukulele store to where it is now. And
Yeah.
I'm really also masaya that you're I was gonna say happy, but I was gonna, follow
Masaya.
your train of thought. I'm really masaya na you were also able to release it and show another side of yourself. See, like we love this growth for you
Mm-hmm.
as an artist. We
Mm-hmm.
stand a versatile queen with
Thank you.
different types of music also. Like I said, I really enjoy getting to see artists try different kinds of music too, just because people are always looking for something new also, and I'm sure artists
Yeah.
also are always looking for something new to add to their music and their repertoire. So I love that you're able to put out
Thank you,
Saya,
Sam.
and also the meaning. I totally get like where you're coming from. Like at first when you like someone, it's really confusing. I'm sure a lot of people,
Yeah.
someone right now, can also relate. And then after a while, when you realize you have a crush, it's really happy, especially in that
Mhm.
first part. Um,
Exactly.
After that kind of gets messy, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, 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 yeah,
after
parang,
the happy crush, yeah, you're just like, okay, but that
the
part in
honeymoon
a
stage.
yeah, best. It's the best. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Mhm.
madami makaka-relate dyan, guys. So make sure to stream also Saya by Lian Kyla. It's also available on multiple digital streaming platforms. But let me ask you, Lian Kyla, like, speaking of Saya, ano yung nagpapasaya sa'yo these days?
Aside from gaming,
Yeah,
aside
aside from
from
gaming.
aside from gaming, do you watch Hometown Cha Cha? Cha Cha Cha.
Oh my gosh, I do, but I'm not caught up. But I do. It's
Okay.
really good. Yeah.
That's super yung kilig vibes niya like
Mm.
100 times 100. So I
Yeah.
look forward to it every weekend with my family.
Mhm.
We watch it. So nagpapasaya yun sa akin.
Cute.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
also my supporters, like, they're so kind. They've
Mhm.
been really like liking and
Mhm.
streaming, and they're
Mhm.
messaging me. And so thanks, Dandelions. You guys make me happy. So shout out to them.
Mhm.
And also my friends and my family. They're
Mhm.
just so
Mhm.
lovely, and they're always telling me, "Oh, don't forget to rest," because of course, as we
Yes.
said earlier,
Mhm.
yeah, I have
Mhm.
troubles with resting. So
Me too. I
right,
get
it's
you.
something you just have
Yeah.
to like learn for some
Yeah,
people.
that's so true. You think it's ano, like you think it's normal. It's actually not. Like I feel like me, I totally get you. Like I forget the rest
Mm,
because you get so focused and caught up in all of these things. But
yeah,
thank God for our friends and family who remind us to
exactly,
rest and take time
exactly.
for ourselves. And I love that you watch Hometown Cha Cha Cha. So great. Kim
Yes.
Sun Ho, my goodness. I feel like Saya can also the song itself can also match that K drama just because they're so
Oh
cute,
yeah, I should make it a
right?
meme. I was like, thanks Sam
Yeah.
for the idea.
No, it
Like,
does. They have that vibe. Like it just makes you so happy, especially in the start also of their like
mm,
budding relationship. I think Saya would be a really great song and track for that. So to everyone tuning in once again, if you haven't yet, make sure to stream Lian Kyla's newest newest song. It's called Saya. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. But I'm sure you have so many things. Like you said, you love to experiment. You love to, create new
mhm.
types of music. You always love to work too, just like me. So, what else can we expect coming from you, especially after this release?
Yeah, so I actually co-wrote a few songs for Beanie and BGYO.
Yes.
So they're coming out
Mhm.
soon.
Mhm.
October 7 and 14, I think, if I'm not
14.
mistaken. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
for their album drop. So really
Mhm.
excited for those. I co-wrote those with a friend of mine. Her name's Athena. Hi Athena, if you're
Mhm.
watching. And then I'm actually releasing, I think, new singles at the end of the month still.
Mhm.
So just new music and then a new EP next year. So people can look forward to that for sure.
Ooh.
Yes.
Super exciting. First of all, like working with BGYO and Beanie. To everyone watching, they're actually having a double drop this month, no, in terms of
Yes.
albums.
Yes, they are.
Um, they're gonna be a week apart, so you guys can look forward to that. And the songs that Lian Kyla also worked on for that. Super exciting. How
Mm.
was it? I know without spoiling too much. How was it working
Okay.
on the songs for these two groups?
So I think it was really fun because both of them
Mm-hmm.
are co-writes, meaning I wrote
Mm,
with a friend of mine. So we
yeah.
wrote the songs specifically for each of the groups. So it was kind of fun thinking about
Oh.
like,
Mhm,
yeah. So it was really
mhm.
made for them. So it's fun
Yeah.
sort of like going through their content, going through their vlogs,
Yeah.
and trying to find sort of like a story for the songs.
Mhm,
And there is a story for each of the songs, and we're excited to share sort of like
mhm,
how it was made, sort of the session.
mhm,
But we, like, for
mhm.
example, we wrote Here With You, which I think is the sixth track on the Beanie album, and we wrote that
Mm.
across 3 writing sessions over Zoom. So you can write songs over Zoom
Wow.
for anybody who wants to write with their
Yeah.
friends. Like, it's
Mhm,
possible. Yun.
mhm.
And then it was really nice because me and my friend, we've known each other since high school. So
Cute.
it's, yeah, from being
Mhm.
seatmates to writing partners, it's nice.
Aw. Mhm,
Yeah, so I think we're excited to share the story of BGYO and Beanie in a
mhm,
different way through these songs. So we're excited for
mhm.
people to hear them. Yeah.
Mhm. No, that's so exciting. I can't wait. Obviously everyone also can't wait to hear not just your songs for Beanie and BGYO, but also your future releases like
Yes.
singles also and also EPs. So we have that to look forward to. But for now, we will savor your newest single, Saya, and of
Mhm.
course your EP, Dreammaker. So once again, to everyone tuning in, if you haven't yet, make sure to stream all of Lian Kyle's music. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a lyric video for Saya that you guys can check out
Yes.
on YouTube. So guys, check
Yes.
it out there. But before I let you go, do you have a message to everyone who's been supporting you, listening to your music? And if I'm not mistaken, they're called Dandelions, right?
Dandelions. Yeah.
So cute. Great
Cute.
name. Whoever thought of that, amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have a message to everyone?
Hello, my Dandelions. I just want to say thank you so much for all the efforts you guys have been making, for streaming, for
Mhm.
liking, each one of you. I really appreciate you and you know who you are. And I also want to say thanks to all my family and friends and also to Athena, my writing partner for BGYO and Beanie, and also Sir
Mhm.
Jonathan Manalo. If you're watching, thank you so much for believing in me and my music. And cheers to more,
Mhm.
guys. And also,
Yeah.
in terms of Dreammaker, remember that even if you're having a hard time right now, that hard times do pass. So,
Mhm.
kapit lang.
Yes, I love it. That is the
Yeah.
best way to end this really great conversation that I had with you, Lian Kyla. So thank you so much for joining me
Thank you,
here
Sam.
on a mix. Thank you, and thank you as well to everyone no, who tuned in. Once again, make sure to stream all of Lian Kyla's music. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. But thank
Mhm.
you to everyone who tuned in. Once again, this has been Sam with 2Ms and Lian Kyla. Thank you, you
Thank
guys.
you,